Aloha folks, thank you for tuning in to the channel. On today's video we're going to talk about Sci Man Dan. Sci Man Dan, a while back, made a video of Brian Staveley and his Mandela effect. When I watched this video, this is a little bit older video. By the way, I'm going to link Sci Man Dan in the description. Now, Sci Man Dan is usually known for, debunking flat earth. Well, when he made this video about Brian Staveley, he did an excellent job explaining this.
Go to Double Panama, which is on the west side of Panama. You cross under the Bridge of America as you travel up the islet and you go into the Panama Canal. There's various locks. Each lock ends with a lake and it pulls you out into the Caribbean.
Indeed, and this guy's been through it 4 times, he says, so he should know.
So what direction does the water run?
The water is running from west to east.
No, it's not, and never has. It runs from southeast to northwest, and it has done so for over 100 years.
Look what's happened. Central America can no longer touch the top of it. Central America now touches the west side of South America, and the Panama Canal is north and south.
So much wrong there. Right. For starters, everyone's understanding and recall regarding where South America is compared to North America is most likely based off the Mercator projection map, a 2D representation of a 3D surface. When you look at the two of them on the Earth in space, South America is to the south of North America, of course, but not in the same manner as the Mercator projection map. So this tells me straight away that they're most likely remembering South America's position from the Mercator projection map. Now this is not necessarily a mismemory. Additionally, the Panama Canal does not run from north to south, as we've just seen.
This happened in 2016 for me.
If they could see my face right now.
Oh, they can. I can put you on the screen share. Look at this. You sailed through there. And I've talked to other people that have gone through that.
Dude, that's not right.
Yes, it is. And Brian claimed that he came to this realization in 2016, but I was well aware of the Panama Canal and its orientation before that. But let me guess, my memory of what I knew about the Panama Canal has also been changed, or I'm from the universe that he's moved to, something like that.
Dude, listen, Brian, I was in the U.S. Navy for a little under 10 years. I did 3 deployments in the South Pacific AOR. Central America and South America, that area where your pointer is at right now, is where I operated. I know. Wow. South America is more, the whole angle is off. It's supposed to be more tilted to the left. South America is almost directly under North America. The West Coast are almost directly even with each other.
That tells me that during your whole time in the Navy, you probably didn't look at a map.
Yep. And now, what I'll show you real quick is some old world residue that I have.
I love this shit.
And then we're going to discuss some other changes real quick. So check this out. So everywhere I have residue of South America underneath North America. You'll find this on all sorts of depictions. I mean, look at this. Panama Canal. East and west, right? That's how it used to be.
That's from an animated film called Rio. You're taking your evidence from that? Amazing. Let's move on to the next clip from Brian, where he has found a Mandela effect example regarding King Tutankhamun.
What do you remember King Tut's headdress looking like?
I know that it's gold and blue, but I'm not sure enough that I know enough details to claim that it's changed at some point.
What's iconic about it?
What's iconic about it? Well, it's probably the most well-known Egyptian artifact ever discovered. For those of you who are not sure what we're talking about here, here is a picture of the magnificent piece.
What does it have on it as a feature or features?
Well, let's have a proper look, shall we? Okay, we've got some nice blue stripes, as I mentioned, a young looking face, a nice beard there, and 2 items on the forehead, what looks like a snake and a bird.
Did you remember, or did you say to yourself or to others, a snake? A snake in the middle of his forehead?
Without seeing it before, I wouldn't have been able to be specific.
That's what I remember. That's what I know millions of people around the world remember. His headdress with a snake in the middle. Now again, we're talking about something that's potentially thousands of years old. I don't buy their timelines with anything, so I'm not going to say it's definitely X amount of years old.
Of course you don't buy the timelines involved. Why would you?
Maybe it's just a few hundred years old. Either way, it's a physical item that many people have researched that's very, very old. And now it's changed. If you remembered one snake in the middle of his forehead, it's no longer what it is in this reality. It's never been that. So, people that say the Mandela effect is stupid.
Now, I don't think it's stupid. I think it is a thing, but I don't think it's supernatural. The Mandela effect occurs when a person believes that their distorted memories are in fact accurate recollections. It is a psychological phenomena, not a supernatural one.
Very well said, Sci Man Dan. Now, one thing I want to point out is that King Tut's headdress has a vulture and a snake on it. Most pharaohs only have a snake on it. Most pharaohs only ruled one area, but King Tut happened to be a special pharaoh. He ruled the upper part of Egypt and the lower part of Egypt. The snake represents the upper part of Egypt, and the vulture represents the lower part of Egypt. He ruled both. What the Mandela effect community doesn't realize is that they're thinking of all the pharaohs that they've seen with the one snake, because King Tut was the only pharaoh to rule 2 areas. This is the basic explanation to why there's a snake and a vulture on King Tut's headdress.
No cane or other items. Brian is looking at some sort of replica.
This isn't a reissue. This isn't a digital download, a Blu-ray release, a mistranslation. Oh, you just got to go back and look at the original, Brian. Look at the original text. Look at the original artifacts. Yeah, they've all changed.
Okay, so instead of it being something simple like a mismemory, it is now a total overhaul of everything that we've known about King Tut's mask as well as the mask itself. Have you ever heard of Occam's razor, Brian?
This is the actual King Tut headdress.
Well, not that one you're looking at, Brian. This is, but not your one. And you claim to do your research.
That rests in Cairo. A vulture and a snake. It's not even symmetrical anymore. Look how ridiculous it looks.
I think it looks fine.
If you remember the snake in the middle, guess what? You Mandela affected. Stop denying it. Stop saying it's just little insignificant things.
Well, how about I offer up an alternative explanation, Brian? Egyptian artifacts aren't always in the forefront of the general public's mind. And you see a variety of examples of these headdresses mentioned whenever you see something regarding Egyptian history. One of the other well-known death masks discovered is that of Susanese I, which does contain just a snake in the middle of the head. Is it at all conceivable that when you remember King Tut's death mask, you could have mixed up the details with other death masks that you've seen? I think so.
I'm gonna end it there, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Sci Man Dan is linked in the description if you wanna check out some debates between Flat Earth and Globe Earth. You can check that channel out. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share. Aloha.